Hey friends, it's so nice to see you. It's time for Global Tarot Circle. I'm Christiana Gaudet. My pronouns are she, her. I am your tarot fairy godmother. And it's time for our monthly Global Tarot Circle. Now, when last we met for Global Tarot Circle, there were people who said we should do this twice a month. And so we're not calling it Global Tarot Circle, but you'll see at the end of the month there is a YouTube tarot meetup, which will be essentially the same format, where, as we will do today, we will spend the first half hour or so of our time together doing readings for each other in a very specific format. And then the second half hour, we will be speaking about all things tarot. So it's all about your burning questions. What is it that you want to know and what you need to know? In the first half hour, the burning questions are for a reading, and we will read for you. In the second half hour, it will be burning questions about tarot, a particular reading you did that you didn't understand, a particular card you want more insight on, a tarot technique, a tarot deck, anything at all about tarot. But we start out with readings, and even before we do that, I hope that a lot of you, and some of you have already done this, will let us know where in the world you are and what deck you're using. Hey, TK, nice to see you. Glad you're here. I also want to say thank you to all of the members. You know who the members are because their names are in green. And this is our first Global Tarot Circle with moderators. It was at last Global Tarot Circle when it was suggested that we have had moderators, and now we do. And so thank you to all the moderators. You can tell who they are because their names are in blue and they have wrenches. And if they also have a little sun after their name, they're also members. So, Betty, thank you for love for the babies. I have more pictures I got to post for you. Thank you. They're doing just great. So thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. They are 2 months old technically, but because they're preemies, you know, their gestational age is like 3 weeks, but they've been out in the world with us for 2 months now. All right, so let's see. We've got some introductions. Of course, I will share that I am in Palm City, Florida, and today I am using my Light Seers Tarot. Okay, hey, Maya, nice to see you. Washington State, using the Otherkin Tarot. We've got Sabrina Luna in Charlotte, North Carolina, using Pixie's Whisper. Von Ray, nice to see you in Central Florida, using Crystal Power Deck. And I want to remind everyone, and Zuri, I hope you're listening to this, I want to remind everyone, if you happen to be local, this coming Sunday, September 11th, 4 p.m., we are doing our in-person tarot meetup at Panera in Palm City. So if you're local, Zuri and everyone else, come join us. Lisa G. in Furlong, Pennsylvania. Let's see, who else do we have? Sobs Rory, who is Jake, in Atlanta, using Robin Wood. Very good. And let's see, Peggy Lou in Oak Hill, using the RWS. All right. And let's see, Ben, nice to see you. Staying up late in the UK. Yeah, it is late for you. In the UK with my Morgan Greer. Absolutely. Yolanda, nice to see you in Port St. Lucie. You, Yolanda, hope to see your face in person on Sunday. All right. So here's what we do. And some of you have already done it. If you have a question for tarot, a burning question for tarot, go ahead and put that question in. We'll take them in the order in which we see them. Those of you who have your tarot decks ready, it is time to get shuffled. Here's how this works. I will take the questions in the order that I see them. I will read the question aloud. I will pull one card, and with that one card, I will give my answer. Anyone else who wants to do that reading will put the name of the person, the name of the card you got, and your interpretation. And so, if you put a question up, don't just listen to me. Make sure you scroll through and get the rest of your reading in the comments. Now, I'm going to be able to move a lot quicker than you are because it's quicker to talk than it is to type, and because I'm a speed reader. That is what I do, and not everybody is. And that's okay. So you don't have to do every single one. Don't get stressed. If you want to do every other one or just do the ones that you feel like doing, that's fine. That's fine. Or if you want to try to challenge yourself to do every one, that's fine too. Do it as a reader in whatever way works for you. This is great practice in doing one card readings for people that you don't really know. And so take it as practice and let's have some fun. All right, here we go. Lightseers is hard to shuffle. But there we are. All right. All right. So first up, Smile Soul 20. Thanks for being a member here. My question is, what does the universe want me to know? Very good. If you'd like to do this question at Smile Soul 20, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Here we go. One card. What does the universe want you to know? 9 of Wands reversed. The universe wants you to know that there's a balance between being patient and being impatient. That there's a balance between being guarded and being vulnerable. And you have to find those right balances in your life right now. Let's see what other people have to say. Sobs Rory, we know that's Jake. Thank you for being a member here and thanks for being a moderator. And before I do your question, I have to say thank you to Kate the Great. Katie Kondo, thank you for the super sticker. In Hull, Massachusetts, using Lightseers Tarot, and we will absolutely get to your question. Thank you so much. All right. So, Sobs Rory, Jake, in Atlanta, Georgia, using Robin Wood. My question is, what does my higher self think about the choice I'm about to make? Is it the right decision? So, Jake has a choice in his mind. He wants to make this decision. This is a great proof that we do not need to know what it is. He just needs to say, is this the right choice? He knows what he's thinking about. We'll let him know what we're thinking about. So if you'd like to do this at Sobs Rory, the name of the card you got, and your interpretation, what does your higher self think about the choice you're about to make? 10 of Wands reversed. Well, isn't that interesting? To me, Jake, this says that it's not obvious, that there's an up and a down for everything. In a way, the choice you're making is probably going to make things a little easier for you, and that's good. But you have to look at what your motivation is. It's not bad. It's not a bad choice. It's fine. And if it makes your life easier, that's good. And if it allows others to help you, that's good too. So no harm, no foul either way. All right. Von Ray, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using a members only emoji. Would I be successful if I sold my books at craft shows and fairs? Book shows are few and far between right now. All right, let's take a look. If you'd like to do this reading at Von Ray, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. So, 8 of Swords reversed. Von Ray, I think it depends what you mean by successful. This is not a card that suggests there's a bunch of money to be made there. It might be good to get out and meet people. It might be good to talk about your book. I'm sure you would get some sales. It's not a bad thing to do. It's probably not the most important way to promote, but it's not horrible. See what other people have to say. Peggy Lou Levens, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using a members only emoji. What does the universe want me to know to move forward? If you would like to do this reading at Peggy Lou Levens, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. The 4 of Cups reversed. You gotta make the best of what you have. You cannot spend time worried about how you wish things were different. Deal with what's in front of you. Deal with what you have. Do the best you can with that. And that should be enough. and it will be enough. All right, next one. Lisa G, thanks so much for being here. Does the universe have any message for me? If you would like to do this reading at Lisa G, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. So here we go, Lisa G. The Five of Wands reversed. So, you know, when the Five of Wands reversed, it can be about creative collaboration. And if you are working on some creative collaboration, that is a great thing. But the Five of Wands reversed can also be about conflict avoidance. And if you find yourself in a situation where you are avoiding conflict, you really have to take a look at that. And you have to say, you know, is that appropriate? Is it appropriate that I'm avoiding conflict, or do I need to step up and speak? See what other people have to say. And Yolanda, you have been a member for 15 months. Fabulous. Thank you so much. All right. Ashriel Knight, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Sabrina Luna, Caroline McLaughlin, thank you both for being here. Ashriel Knight, here's your question. Okay. And again, thank you for being a member. What do I need to know if I participate in this upcoming psychic fair? Well, let's take a look. And if you'd like to do this reading at Ashriel Knight, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. If it can go wrong, it will. That's not to say don't do it, but it just may be one of those gigs where everything is a little off. Doesn't mean your readings will be off, doesn't mean anything else, just be prepared. Be prepared for things to not go the way you expect. All right. Gemini Sun, nice to see you. Thanks for being a moderator here. Chrissy McNamee, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Reaper TV, glad you're here. Clumsy Clairvoyance, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member, and thanks for being a moderator. Okay, Ben Libra Does Tarot, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Nalini Kalu, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Yolanda, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member. Selkie Field, nice to see you. Karen Tillich, TK, so nice to see you. Betty Fletcher, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Okay, here's a big one. Reaper TV. My question is, what is the purpose of my life? Wow, that's a lot. And what do you advise? All right, let's do it. Friends, if you want to do this reading at Reaper TV, the name of the card you got, what's the purpose of this person's life, and what's your advice about that? Okay, let's see what we got. Wow. You are the second person to get this. The Four of Cups reversed. So, the advice is to make the best of difficulties and to be good at having the right boundaries. When we talk about purpose, the thing is this, we, in ways big and little, philosophers, everyone, people everywhere doing everything wonders what is the purpose of life with capital L and what is the purpose of my life. And that becomes a more difficult question if there are things going on in your life that you're not happy with, if there are things going on in your life that don't seem to have meaning. And that is the thing, isn't it? It's like that book by Viktor Frankl, great book, Man's Search for Meaning. What did he discover? He discovered that if people find meaning in their lives and in their suffering, that was it was about suffering. If people find meaning in their suffering, they survive their suffering better. And so, Reaper TV, the purpose of your life right now is to find meaning. To find meaning in things big and small. To find meaning in the things around you. And to help others do the same. How about that? All right. Yatsuri Shop, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. And thanks for being a moderator. Bianca Taro, so happy to see you. My question is advice from Spirit about my weight loss journey. I keep getting the tower when I ask. I feel like it might be a warning to not overdo it in an unhealthy way. So can I just speak to that for a minute? The tower in terms of weight loss. It feels like to me that your whole foundational understanding and knowledge about food and your relationship with food, or exercise and your relationship with exercise, and how to lose weight and body image and healthy weight and all the things you think and all the things you've been taught to believe need to stop. Just stop. Because remember, the tower is that which is built on a faulty foundation cannot stand. You need to do this a whole new way. You need to relearn everything. You need to really look at your relationship with food, look at all the things you think are true, and then figure out what is really true. That's what I would say about the tower. But let's see what we see in the cards. If you'd like to do this reading at Bianca Tarot, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Okay. Three of Swords reversed. Bianca, this may be about how you're feeling about your body. It may be about your relationship with food. You may be an emotional eater. But there is a deeper thing that needs to be healed. This is not just about cutting calories and going to the gym more. This may be about self-love. This may be about ways that you're using food that you shouldn't be. This may be about enjoying your body exactly as it is. I'm not here to, that's a question for you and your doctor. But what this is saying is there is a deeper healing here that needs to happen. And this is all part of your healing journey. All right, let's see what other people have to say. Okay. Sabrina Luna, glad you're here. Maya Turner, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here, and thanks for being a member here. Okay, hang on, scrolling down. Here we go. Thank you, everyone, for participating and doing readings. Really appreciate that. Okay, hang on. Just got to make sure I don't overscroll, underscroll, any kind of scrolling. All right, here we are. Hang on. Looking for the next question. Amy Emberhart, so nice to see you in Greensboro, North Carolina, using Light Seers Tarot. Yatsuri Shop, you still owe me a lunch date. Looking at you. Fair, totally fair. And Bianca, you're in Jersey using the Golden Girls Tarot deck. Very good. Oh, Zuri, I'm glad you're coming on Sunday. Okay, Caroline in Australia just finished night duty, so listening and learning. Very good. Clumsy Clairvoyance in the high desert of California using the Black Tarot. Okay, here's the next question I see. And Lisa G, first time here. Thank you so much for being here. We have a lot of fun on this channel, I think. So thank you for being here. We do different classes and live reading sessions and this Global Tarot Circle thing, which is a lot of fun. All right, DH. What does the universe want me to know? If you would like to do this reading at DH, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. All right. DH. Knight of Swords. DH, if you happen to be a writer, this is a clear sign that you should be writing. One way or the other, it's about communication. You need to communicate better with yourself. You need to communicate with others. Do not be afraid to use your voice in whatever modality you use your voice in. And recognize your ability to move swiftly toward your goals. Okay. Angela Hopkins, nice to see you from Delaware using Luna Soul deck. Very good. Oh, Maya Turner, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member, and thank you for using the members only BQ emoji. Really appreciate that. Why does my horse think he is stuck? What a great question. Can we read for animals? Oh, yes, we can. If you would like to do this reading, at Maya Turner, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Strength reversed. He is frustrated with something. There is something that is frustrating him and bothering him. I don't know what it is, but I would really look at that, maybe do some deeper divination on it or have a conversation with him on what he's frustrated with. He is, I think, trying to communicate that something is frustrating him. Okay, Katie Kondo, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You're in Hull, Massachusetts. You're using Lightseer's Tarot. You're about to change jobs. What do the cards have to say about that? If you'd like to do this reading, at Katie Kondo, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Three of Cups reversed. You know, this is not an easy journey. I mean, there's no part of your life that is an easy journey, and we know that. But there is something about this change that is a little difficult. What you have to do is just roll with it and recognize you are working toward a larger goal. And once you get to that larger goal, things will be a lot better. Amy Emberhart, so nice to see you. Thank you so much for being here. And Amy Emberhart will be presenting an intensive at StarCon 2023, y'all, just saying. All right, Amy Emberhart. What does the universe want me to know specifically about a troubling email I received today? All right, if you'd like to do this reading, at Amy Emberhart, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Oh, look at that. You're the second one to get the Knight of Swords. You need to respond swiftly, but you need to not knee-jerk. You need to be careful. You need to be strategic. Figure out the right strategy quickly and respond appropriately quickly. No knee-jerk. Keep your brain logical. Karen Tillich, TK, I wish you could come to our meetup. We miss you so much. Anyway, if you'd like to do this reading, at Karen Tillich, the name of the card you got and your interpretation, the question is, what do I need to do to attract a partner? Just be cute and go sing karaoke, man. That should be enough. King of Cups reversed. You know, the thing is, TK, as much as you want a partner, I think you have a hard time being emotionally vulnerable. And you're going to have to work on allowing that vulnerability and allowing yourself to love someone. All right. Cheryl Jefferson, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I hope to see you Sunday at Panera, 4 p.m. Okay. Gemini Sun, so nice to see you. Thank you for being a moderator here. What is the universe trying to tell me, sending me so many number signs? I see them all. 111, 222, 333, all the time. I know they're good signs, but I feel like I'm missing a specific message. So one thing you can do, and this is not just for you, Gemini Sun, but for anyone. If you're getting like specifically, okay, now it's 111, now it's 222, you can do a reading on the specific number. When I see all ones, it means, here's the card. When I see all two, it means, here's the card. But for this question, it's just it's happening so much. What can you know about that? If you would like to read on this, at Gemini Sun, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Queen of Pentacles. It is telling you you are where you need to be, doing what you need to do, that you should have confidence that you are on your way to getting what you want and to doing what you want. And here am I, wishing y'all a big hot cup of peace, love, and tarot. Okay. And remember, if you're reading for others, to tell who you're reading for, the name of the person you're reading for, the card, and your interpretation. Claire C., so nice to see you. Will I be able to keep up with my friends during my trip through the Grand Canyon and the other Southwest parks later this month? Wow, that sounds like a great trip. And Claire C., thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being a member. If y'all would like to do this reading at Claire C., the name of the card you got and your interpretation. You know, you have to be honest. Seven of Swords reversed. You have to be honest about what you can do and what you can't do. And it's not a matter of keeping up. It's a matter of communicating honestly, and y'all will work together to make it work. You know, some of you will have greater stamina than others, and that's okay. You just have to be honest. Okay, Betty Flesher, thanks for being a member here. Glad you're here. What does the universe want me to know? If you would like to do this reading at Betty Flesher, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Knight of Pentacles reversed. To me, that says, you've been working, taking care of stuff. You need a break and you need to have some damn fun. See what other people have to say. And thank you, everyone, for participating and for doing readings. Really, really appreciate it. Okay. See a lot of great readings happening. And the next question I see is Yolanda. Okay, thank you, Yolanda, for being a member here. Are things going to get better for me at my current place of employment, or should I focus on finding a new job? Great question. If you'd like to do this reading at Yolanda, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Nine of Swords. I think there are some things at this job that are really bugging you. And I mean, I'm sure you can handle it. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure there's some good things here. But it really may be time to start looking for another job. Sue Wilkinson, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. I'm dropping cards. I'm so excited to see you. Seriously, Sue, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a member. How will things go with my husband's health? All right, obviously health readings, not everyone likes to do health readings, but if you want to do this reading, at Sue Wilkinson, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Let's take a look and see what we get. Two of Wands. You know, I think there's every reason to be hopeful here. There's a lot of unknowns. There's a lot of trying to figure stuff out. But I think you're moving in the right direction. And I do not think you should give in to dark imaginings here. I think you want to put your energy toward manifesting the best possible outcome. And that best possible outcome is very possible. All right. All right. And again, thank you everyone for participating. Really appreciate it. We are a community, and I really appreciate it when we all help each other. Okay, Nalini Kalu, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Will I be able to fix the things in my life before it affects my relationships? All right. If you'd like to do this reading, at Nalini Kalu, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. So, Strength reversed. You're the second person to get that today. There's a lot of frustration here. And, you know, is it that you need to fix the things in your life, or is it that you need to fix the way you look at the things in your life? Is the problem what's causing you frustration, or is the problem the frustration itself? Maybe a little of both. Okay. Clumsy Clairvoyance, so nice to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a member, and thanks for being a moderator. Ooh, just overscrolled. Hang on one second. Hang on a minute. I am just Scrolling back. And Clumsy Clairvoyance, thank you so much for dropping those links. Really appreciate that. Here it is. I am back where I was supposed to be. Okay. If you'd like to read for Clumsy Clairvoyance, at Clumsy Clairvoyance, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. My question. So lately, I've been seeing a lot of things out of the corner of my eyes, way more than usual, and catching shadows. I'm wondering, are my abilities growing or is this something else? Man, I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, what is this? The fairies are with you. That's what I always say, man, the fairies are here. But what is it? What's going on? Why are you seeing this? What's going on? The Tower reversed. I do think it is about some increase in your abilities, but I also think that this is specific to something that is going on in your life right now. Some extra protection. And I think you need to kind of get into liminal space. You know, breathe and get into that liminal space, and you have a conversation with them. Ask them what they want you to know, what they're doing. Thank them. Thank them for being here. They are here to help. Part of this is about your healing. Part of it is about increased intuition and awareness. But part of it is also about something going on in your life right now. Okay, and remember, if you ask a question, to read through and get your reading, because this is so you get a big reading here. Bianca, thank you. I understand this. Good. Thank you for saying that. We do have a lot of fun on this channel. She is spot on. Well, thank you. And Betty Flesh, there's so much great energy in this group. Yeah, I feel so happy to be, to be in this group and have you all here. I really do. Okay, lots of great readings. Okay, so it is 7:30. That means we're going to start shifting gears. I am looking for questions. It is last call for readings. We are going to shift gear to tarot conversations. Any questions about psychic development, intuitive development, tarot reading, anything at all, from choosing a deck to reading reversals to understanding those dang court cards to a reading you did the other day that was weird. Anything you'd like to know, any question you have, this is the whole thing about Global Tarot Circle is, what would you ask a room full of tarot readers? And we start with the questions you'd ask for yourself, and then we go into the questions about tarot. So get those questions coming on in. Oh, Amy, I'm glad that made sense. Very good. I'm just scrolling through here. Okay, very good. Okay, just overscrolled. Give me a minute. Okay, hang on. Okay. Try not to miss anyone. And if I did miss you, I'm so sorry. Please do reiterate. Okay, DD, DEE, and then D, period. Nice to see you. I finally have a crush on someone. I can't even believe it. It's been so long. Any chance for more than acquaintanceship with this person? Oh, that's a yummy question. Okay. Anyone who wants to do this reading at DD, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. And thank you so much for being here, D. I finally have a crush on someone. Any chance for more than an acquaintanceship with this person? Let's take a look and see what we got. Two of Pentacles. You know, it's not the most romantic card, but it is a two, and all the twos can talk about partnership. So the thing is, what you want to really do is just work on the friendship, work on the practical connection, just be comfortable with each other. And is there a chance? Yes. Is it like the most amazing romantic thing so far? No. But let's see where it goes. Let's be open. Maya Turner, I want to thank you so much for the super sticker. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Super chats and super stickers are ways that you can support this broadcast. I absolutely appreciate it when you do. You can also help us out by hitting like, subscribing if you have not already subscribed, and ask us a question about tarot. Here we go. Here's a tarot question from Jake, Sobs Rory. Tarot question. Have you ever had a deck you initially didn't like, but it grew on you later? For me, it was Lightseers. Okay. Tag it. What are we going to tag it? Tag it grew. Grew. The deck grew on you. And I'm going to say, my problem with that is I will very often catch an attitude about a deck and not give it time to grow on me. And I have a problem with that. But I will tell you actually that right here, my Crystal Visions Tarot that is so beloved, I beat the F out of it. You can see, I did not like it first. I thought it was shallow. I thought it was cheesy. I thought all those skinny, pretty little girls in their little costumes, no. But then I noticed the depth to it. And this was one. This was one. Okay, let us know. Okay. Ben says, yeah, when I first got it, it was like, man, now it's my go-to. Lightseers. I would have to say, I've been in tarot for a really long time. I've seen them come, I've seen them go. Lightseers has really become sort of like a new standard. It is a whole new standard of tarot in a way that very few other modern decks are. And it's interesting to note because in the first indie version of the deck, there was a lot of controversy around one card. And Christiana handled that controversy beautifully, really did the right thing. And the deck has gone on to be just like a standard. It is a standard. And I really appreciate that. Okay, so Peggy Lou has a second question, and I think we should do this because I think it's a good conversation for all of us. Peggy Lou wants to know, would she be successful if she went pro during readings? If you want to read on that at Peggy Lou Levens, if you want to talk about that, please do. And I'd like everyone to ring in. Are you a pro reader? How's that working for you? Do you want to be a pro reader? Tag it pro. And let's talk about it because you're sure not alone here. And if you'd like to do this reading at Peggy Lou Levens, the name of the card you got and your interpretation, Peggy Lou going pro, the Hierophant. Oh man, F yes. Yes, yes, yes. Why would the Hierophant say that? Because you have the authority, because you could be that spiritual mentor for people. You have it. Yes, 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 yes. And yes, you should. And Ben says, now I think Lightseers is the best modern deck. Just my humble opinion. I don't love it. I have yet. I've been professional in tarot almost 30 years. I've been reading tarot, probably seriously reading tarot for a little longer than that. Let's put it that way. Oh my gosh, yeah, I just did the math. Anyway, I've never found a deck where I like all 78 cards. Never, never, never. There's at least one card. In this deck, it is the Page of Cups. Ugh, hate it. But I'll still use the deck because I've yet to find a deck that has every single card that I like. Okay. Indeed, he says, I try to vary my deck usage, but the Hanson Roberts makes me so happy. I keep going back to it. Do you know, I have beat up more copies of Hanson Roberts than I could even count. That is very often my professional go-to. And Amy, you're a pro reader. How's it going? How's it going? Sobs, Rory. I will say I do think a lot of younger girls like Crystal Visions. It's my niece's favorite. Right? Right? Oh, this is a good question from Von Ray. Psychic abilities question. How does one develop or amplify their abilities that have been suppressed? That is a great question. Tag it abilities and let us know. And here's a question from Betty Flesher. Can grief make your abilities off or make them more sensitive? And some people have already started to answer that. So very good. Thank you for a very good question. Tag it grief when you do. And the answer is, oh my gosh, yes. Grief can make you more psychic. It can make you less psychic. I mean, it can affect you in so many different ways. Now, if you're a professional reader and you're going through grief, and I have been through that a few times in my life, how do you hold space for your grief and for your client? Well, you got to be really good at compartmentalization. And you have to use the grief. Whether it's escaping into the reading, because once you're in the reading, you're outside of your space and you're in somebody else's space. Can do that. But the grief itself, you know, grief makes you deeper. And the deeper you are, the more knowledge and the more ability and the more empathy and the more everything you will have ultimately. It can also, I mean, if you're just in your grief and you can't deal with anything, then you're not gonna, yeah, so yeah, it can in a lot of ways, in a lot of ways. Okay. Now, let's get back to Von Ray's question, psychic abilities. How do you develop or amplify your abilities, especially when they've been suppressed? Well, number one, set the intention to no longer suppress them. And number two, you know, I don't know if you read the newsletter this week. We'll do the newsletter recap tomorrow. But it's all about the breath in a lot of ways. Use the breath. Use the breath to move yourself into liminal space. Spend time in liminal space. Pay attention to your dreams. Work with your tool. Draw a tarot card every day and let it guide you. Be open. Don't doubt yourself. Things like that. Let's see what other people have to say. So for me, it is so much about breathing, you know, just playing with the breath. Sobs Rory, Hanson Roberts is so underrated, it's criminal. The younger generation just doesn't know the greats of Robin Wood and Hanson Roberts. Well, you know what the problem is with both of those decks? And those are two of my favorite pro decks historically. The problem is a lot of white people. You know, I mean, unfortunately, until very recently, like hashtag tarot so white existed for a reason. And I don't know about you, but I read for a very diverse population. And I want, when people are at my table, I like it when there's some potential that they will see pictures of people who look like them. And so Robin Wood and Hanson Roberts are great decks, but not only are they all white, they're very het, you know, like they're, you know, when there's couples, it's a male-female couple. They're very cisgender. They're very het. They're young. They're skinny. And so, yeah, they're great decks. And I cut my teeth on those decks. But, you know, I think tarot needs to represent everyone. And that's a place that Lightseers has done a good job. Okay. So, Sue Wilkinson, I don't want to be a pro reader, just a good reader. And you know, that's the thing. I think that the best use of tarot, like I am a pro reader and I train other pro readers, and that's great. I think the best use of tarot is to have this as your spiritual tool, to use it for yourself, for the people you love. And I wish we had a better word. If you can think of one, tag it word and tell me, what do we call a great reader who does not do professional readings? Because amateur doesn't work. Hobbyist is condescending. I think we are all tarot practitioners, whether we are professional or not. But, you could meet a professional reader who's a, mezza reader. You could meet a reader who is not professional, who's like the best reader ever. So what do we call a reader who is not a pro reader, but who has those skills? What do we call that? And Ben, Libra does tarot. I would say I'm semi-pro. I have a website and read for others, still building and growing. There you go. There you go. Good for you. Oh, Betty Fleischer, Spiral Tarot. I'm trying to love it, not there yet. So I feel guilty about that because I bet you I'm the one who got you into it because I have a real affinity for that deck for reasons I cannot explain. So I apologize. Katie Kondo, abilities, liminal space. Yeah, man, liminal space is like key. And what is liminal space? It is that space where, like, when you're falling asleep, but you're not asleep yet, and you're conscious, but your mind is moving in ways that you're not moving, it's there. And if you can get to that place and try to work with your cards in that space, and the way you get there is let your gaze go soft, breathe really deeply, and welcome it in. And now Sobs Rory wants to know, is it possible that this other decision is better than the other one? Okay, I'll do it if anyone else wants to. Go ahead. And the answer is not necessarily. Magician reverse. Amy Emberhart, my current availability for reading stays full. I love it. Best job I've ever had. And it can be quite demanding as well. So worth it. Yeah, agreed. Ashriel, regarding Light Seers. To me, it's the Emperor that's the weakest looking card in that deck. Love the Queen of Wands and the High Priestess. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, clumsy clairvoyance, abilities, scrying. I do so with a candle, but any kind will help to deepen or awaken the abilities. So, scrying. And that's a liminal space thing too, letting the gaze go soft, breathing, gaze go soft, liminal space. That's the thing. That's the thing, man. Okay. So now, we're in our last 13 minutes. Betty Fleischer, I love tarot and I love learning and learning and learning. Me too. I missed a whole bunch here. Hang on. Okay. Maya, abilities. I did guided meditation toward the skill I wanted to bring back to my toolbox. I also did manifestation, journaling about the skill. Yes. That is great. Thank you for sharing that. Ben, abilities. For me, learning to trust your first instinct, first answer, first message. Since I have started just going with it, I've had much better results if I don't let the inner critic kick in. Good. I love it. Betty, abilities. Do magic and work on manifesting greater abilities. Ask your guides to help you, and they will. Back to the comment of diversity, Bianca, I prefer diverse decks. Yeah, absolutely, me too. Amy Emberhart, ability suppression. My upbringing greatly tried to suppress my abilities. It was difficult to know whether I was experiencing real things or if I was losing my mind. It was so helpful for me to explore these things with Christiana as my mentor. Happy to do it. Talking and working more and more with the cards and readers helped me open up along the way. And look at you now. You're writing for the Cartomancer. You're doing an intensive at StarCon. You're a fabulous reader, Amy. You're doing great. And Sobsroy, I agree. I will still use those other decks, though. I do too. And to be honest with you, if I'm reading on the phone, people can't see the cards I'm working with, very often those cards. If I've got someone coming into the office, I'm more likely to use a diverse deck. So I love this idea of doing magic to welcome your psychic ability. So I would like to now ask people, okay, meditation, journaling, setting the intention, setting the intention. What magical things can you do to bring up your psychic ability? That's what I want to know. I would say focusing on the third eye. I don't know if that's specifically magical, but working with the third eye is important. Sometimes I'll lie down and put a crystal on the third eye. Okay. Hang on here. Can we talk about scrying the cards? Scrying the cards. Yeah. Okay, so divination. Which card should I scry with? Right? Pull a card. Oh, there we go, Tower reversed. So I'll turn it right side up. But I might leave it reversed and just let your gaze go soft with it and look at it and see what happens. Do things start to move? Do things talk to you? Do you see something different than what it is? Just go into it and see what happens. Oh my gosh. Was I nominated for Teacher of the Year too? I just got that email. I need to do something about that. Oh my goodness gracious. Betty Flesher, completely off topic, sort of, voting for you again for Tarot Reader of the Year and Teacher of the Year. And thank you. I read it so quickly, I didn't realize I got nominated for Teacher of the Year. Thank you. World Divination Association nominations are happening. And apparently I've been nominated in 2 categories. I would appreciate your vote, and I will drop that link. I have to get on that and do my thing. I have to send my picture and do all the things I'm supposed to do for that. Thank you, Betty. Really, really, really appreciate that. Okay, Dee Dee. I often pick up things from the voice. It's often an auditory process for me. Candle magic and working with the moon from Betty for the magic we do for opening up psychically. Sobs Rory, I'm very clairsentient, I've come to find out. Empathic, I guess, is what most people would say. I feel things. Chills are often a confirmation for me. So I will give you the link. I don't have it right now, but I will give it to you. I'm sorry, I'm behind. I have been so busy, y'all. And I'm grateful for it. I'm not complaining, but I haven't had a spare minute in the past few days. Some of it has been the grandkids, but mostly it's been work. Like my daughter's a little peeved because she wants me to have more time with the babies. And I've just been really busy recently, but keep it coming, everyone. Keep it coming. Keep the busy coming. I like to stay busy. No complaining here. And I will tomorrow take care of starting to promote my nomination because I would like to win. Ben voted for me too. Thank you. Amy Emberhart has been nominated for the WDA as well. Absolutely. Wow. See, I'm behind here. I will get caught up and up to speed, and maybe we'll do a whole video about that. Yeah, really appreciate it. So I will be dropping the link. Don't worry. We've got time. Okay, Ben. Working with crown, third eye, throat chakras. Ask for messages to come to your crown, see in the third eye, and throat to deliver them. That is brilliant. I love that. Oh, Sue, yup, I voted. Thank you, Maya. I voted. Thank you. Sabrina, my favorite scrying card is the High Priestess because who scries better than the High Priestess, right? Absolutely. So can we talk about the difference between clairsentience and empathic? As I understand it, clairsentience is just, stuff. Empathic is feeling what other people feel. And you may be both. Amy, what category are you nominated in? Dee Dee, I used to burn candles in a glass, carve questions on the candle, and after it burned for a while, I could stand a few feet away, look through the glass, and see a visual answer. Oh my gosh. Mind blown. This is why I love this, man. We learn so much from each other. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Clumsy Clairvoyant says different colored candles for different purposes. So, what color candle is best for psychic awakening? Jake, remember when I had that dream of seeing a psychic and you got the high priestess to describe the psychic in the dream? How perfect was that, right? Amy Emberhart, best tarot reader. Oh my gosh. Good for you. That is so great. That is so great. Peggy Lou, it's the WDA Awards. I will post them. Not to worry. Our names are right next to each other. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So who am I going to vote for? What do I do with that? Who do I vote for? What is the word for physical sensation when you feel it in your body? That's a great question, Katie. I do not know. Peggy Lou Levens, purple and white candles. I'm with you. I'm with you. Yatsuri Shop, I love blue or purple for psychic channeling or awakening. What about crystals? Like I love labradorite. I love, I don't know, satin spar, certainly. I have, what is angelite, I think I have. I like to put it there. Maya, a green candle, very good. Clairsentience. Well, is that, will you feel it in your body with clairsentience? I don't know. Betty Fleischer, purple candles for psychic abilities. Do you know, that's good. Do you know there's a word for smelling, like being a psychic smeller, which I am, by the way. Yatsuri, thank you. Amethyst, tanzanite, celestite, that's the one. Here we go, Jake. Clairsentience is when you feel the physical sensations. I get chills a lot while reading, which to me is a confirmation of truth. Very good. I love it. I love it. I love it. Maya, aquamarine and charolite. Very good. Clumsy Clairvoyance, purple or violet for psychic abilities. Use on a Thursday. Use amethyst or peacock ore. And Dee Dee, bloodstone for witches. I love it. I love it. All right. We are in our last 3 minutes. You know what that means? It means it's time for you to drop your shameless self-promotion, whatever link you have to your Insta, to your YouTube channel, blog post you wrote, anything at all. I'm all weirded out now that I'm going to have to choose whether I vote for myself or vote for Amy. That freaks me out. I don't love that. But I love that Amy was nominated. Betty Fleischer, amethyst, celestite, and labradorite. Absolutely. So drop your shameless self-promotion. I'll give you mine. ChristianaGaudet.com. And of course, StarCon, STAARCON.com. Tickets are now on sale. And if you go to the StarCast YouTube channel, STAARCAST, you can see the most recent video of the StarCast Variety Show, episode 2. Go check it out. We're having a lot of fun there. And remember, I am available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom. I am available for mentorship. I can help you be a better reader. You know what you got to do? You can go to, you can go to World Divination Association, go to their website, and you can find it there. I'll be posting the link. I'm as I said, I'm behind, but there it is. So shameless self-promotion. It's time. Amy has dropped the link to the WDA above. Can we do something for Marvin? You know, the September schedule is out, but we will do something for Samhain. And I don't think I planned anything. And I should have, shouldn't I have? Let me see what we got going on. I could put something else up, I suppose. Why not? It's Wednesday, September 21st or 20th, somewhere in there. I suppose I could add something. Let me see what I can do. We'll see what we can do. It's a good idea. You can have multiple votes for any category. Ashriel, that's fabulous. Oh, good. Problem solved. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And Sobs, thank you so much, Jake, for dropping my website. Please do check that out. And, you know what I wanted to tell you? I've made some new playlists. I've made a playlist of major arcana study and minor arcana, including court card study. I put them right on the front of this YouTube channel. It's the classes that we've done here that fall into that category, and also some older videos. So if you wanted to see what your tarot fairy godmother looked like 7 years ago, 8 years ago, man, we're in there. Some of those are shorter. So if you're studying, if you want to do major arcana study, minor arcana study, it's in there. And I'll be getting some other stuff together. I'm kind of curating what we've got here to make it easier for you to find. My friends, thank you so much for being here. I will look forward to seeing you soon. I appreciate all of you. Special thanks to those of you who helped out with super chats and super stickers. Thank you all for being here. Special thanks to the members. Special thanks to the moderators. I appreciate all of you. I'll be back tomorrow, noon Eastern time, with a Tarot Topics weekly newsletter recap. Looking forward to seeing you all. Oh yeah, and don't forget your tarot scopes. Go get your tarot scopes. They're on the front of this page too. Get your tarot scopes. Seriously. Thank you all. See you soon.